It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Brandon Ayuk. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Ravens and the Steelers. All that and more coming up next.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
2 hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by someone who needs less introduction than any player in the league. A Super Bowl champion, the league's most valuable player for a second time, Patrick Mahomes.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This defense for the Steelers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them is back. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
You look at this Steeler defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2, one of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 14 carries, 68 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complimentary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
30 left.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And again, back to Kmet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's interference. Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
On first down, Lawrence. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And Mahomes going to run again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 57 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. That will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And with that last throw, a nice milestone for Patrick Mahomes. He goes over 25,000 yards passing for his career. Well, it seems like his rookie year was not that long ago, but he is steadily climbing that all-time leaderboard and figures to do so for many years to come. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Mahomes to throw once more. Now swing pass for Dillon. Well, the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the 1st quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Trevor Lawrence and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. From midfield now, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's got a man complete. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Will go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now here's Mahomes. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Flush to his right. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. And this one's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. There's the stiff arm. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, we got a pause here for an injured player, and as you can see, that's Patrick Mahomes right now who's in some discomfort, and everybody kind of holding their breath. So hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Willis to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
So often we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Right back to the air again with Willis. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Willis to throw. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well.
24.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, Lion.
They get this out quickly to the left side. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Willis. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going in. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On play action, Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. They go play action with Willis. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, it's Willis. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Willis headed left off the option. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, Willis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Willis. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Willis got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 1st and 10, Willis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
From the gun, here's Willis. Now swing pass for Dillon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Willis. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Cedric Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. I know a lot of special team's coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll check this down, complete to Dillon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Willis out of the gun. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
That was earning a 1st down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that 1st down by taking a big-time hit.
Willis's throw complete here to Ayuk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Here's Willis. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, Willis to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yard.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens ready to take over. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Willis will look to throw on first down. It fights him off. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Mahomes firing complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Willis on third and long. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Willis, fourth down, has to have it. That's going to be caught by Nick Malone. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
Hey, Lion.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. A solid stiff arm. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a second and 10.
Easy. Read it, 24. Read it.
Now Lawrence. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Willis on first and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now Willis.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
All right, let's go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, dump this down to Dillon. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense.